Hello, and welcome to Brainsoup.
Episode 8, question mark?
8 or 9?
8 or 9?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
We're figuring it out. I think it's 8.
I think it's 8 too.
Spooky season. This is our second episode of spooky season.
And I think the final one, right?
I believe, because we only post about
Twice a week.
Or
A month.
Hello?
Hello.
It's a crisis. I think this is the latest we've ever been filming Brainsoup in like a day.
I think so too.
We get together pretty early normally.
And let's just say we get crazier and more soupy as the day goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Brainsoupy.
Brainsoupy.
So be warned.
Yes. But today is going to fit in our category of both of us talky.
Talky.
Doing a little tier guy. This time about
my favorite show of all time.
See, I wouldn't consider this one my favorite show, but it's definitely something I've grown up with literally most of my 19 years.
My favorite.
Yeah,
because
it's
I watched
always
it.
been around. It's a show that's sadly coming to an end later this month.
Mm-hmm. The finale episode.
The finale episode is...
Premiere of the finale
was last Sunday.
On my birthday.
Yeah.
And I still have yet to watch it.
I haven't watched it either. But the show that we're talking about today is The
Walking Dead.
My mom let me watch this show when I was in the 3rd grade.
When did this come out? 2010? 2012.
About, I think, around. We're doing a quick Google search. We need like a Google search music. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. BRB calling Justin.
Premiere date was... I didn't want the actual date. I wanted the year. 2010.
2010.
I was 10 years old.
So that means...
Wait, no. I was 9.
9?
No, I just turned 10.
Okay, so that means I was 8, right?
October 31st of 2010 is when the first episode aired.
Okay. And you're 22?
Mm-hmm.
I'm turned 20 next month. So, yeah, I was...
You were just about to turn...
I was just about to turn 8. Okay. And I was watching the show at 8 years old, chilling.
I think I started watching this around season 3.
Really? I remember there was a few seasons still on... We were watching it when Netflix still sent DVDs.
Oh.
And we would get the DVDs and watch it on those. Season by season, my mom and I. So I think we started watching about season 3 as well.
Okay.
Or before the premiere of season 3.
So.
Because I remember watching season 3, like, live.
Mm-hmm.
Because my aunt, my mom, and I used to have, like, Sunday nights, we'd do dinner and, like, get together and have a little watch party.
I love that.
Yeah. So, big part of my growing up.
For
Stopped
sure.
watching it for a while.
I did too.
About 5 years ago. Stopped watching it for a while. Got back into it maybe 2 years ago.
I just started getting back into it recently because I introduced Zach to it.
Okay.
And we're on episode, I think, 4 of season 1. And hearing his input on everything that's happening brings me life. It's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Oh my gosh. See, it's my mom. My mom loves zombies so much. It's her favorite show ever. So I got to the point where I was like, I want to watch more TV with my mom. So I started watching it. I've seen very little of the spin-off shows. I think I've only seen season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead because one of my favorite actors, Daniel Sharman,
was in it.
Okay. And he played, like, the main villain.
Gotcha.
So I watched that for him, and then I haven't. The World Beyond, not very good.
Hot take, I don't think any of the spin-offs are good.
No.
As of now.
I think I like some characters in Fear the Walking Dead, but I just feel like those spin-offs weren't needed.
And they're making more spin-offs of the main characters, which is what I'm excited for. I'm excited for those.
Those have potential, but the ones without... And I mean, like, yeah, some of the characters will switch back and forth between shows.
For sure.
But I'm like, those are characters like Morgan.
And I think Dwight, too, right?
And I think maybe Dwight.
I think Dwight moved on to one of the... Wasn't it Fear?
I think it might have been. But I could care less for those guys to, like, follow them and watch it, you know, for them.
I mean, I like Morgan somewhat.
Right.
I liked him in the beginning.
In the beginning, he was okay, but he fell off the rails.
Well, he had every right to.
He did. But there's some characters that can catch these hands.
And I'm excited to hear.
95% of the characters, I would fist fight.
I would fist fight a good handful.
Mm-hmm.
One of which just...
I would fist fight. Like, they have their good moments.
But then they're bad.
But then I would literally, like, fuck them up.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Yeah. Just because of some of the stuff that they decided to do.
Because it's like, dude.
Why?
Really? Was that necessary? I'm like, you're being dangerous as hell, and there's literally zombies around right now.
But I feel when they're younger, they don't know any better.
Yeah.
Which is where I feel like Lizzie comes in.
Okay, yeah. But there was also, Lizzie had some
issues
stuff going on, too.
But she saw her dad die in front of her.
Yeah.
And she was in the room when Carol decided to... Well, she had to kill. Or not kill, but... Before reanimation, do the job. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. What would be the term for that?
I don't know. Because it's not killing him if he's already gone. Preventing?
Preventing. I think preventing's a good way to put that.
But I don't think that Carol should have done it when the kids were in the room.
Okay.
Personally.
I agree. I was like, what? I agree.
These kids were, not even over 10, right?
Yeah, I would fight characters. I would fuck them up.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them.
There's one in particular that makes me grind my gears.
It really grinds my gears.
And I will get into that. But.
Okay, I'm going to move my mic real quick because I'm adjusting over here to be cozy.
It's frickin' bats.
It's frickin' bats. My pop filter's falling off. This is a fiasco. Who let us do this today?
Luca.
Blame it on Luca. My key card. Our ability to access nice gear.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So, starting off this little list, we're going to do episodes.
First is episodes, and mine are not in any particular order.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting... Everybody I've interviewed or, like, sent email interviews to just responded to me at once.
Nice.
Okay, episodes. Do you want to start?
I will start, and like I said, they are not in any particular order whatsoever.
Mine are also not in... I have... My number one's my number one.
Okay.
But the rest are in no particular order.
I love all of these episodes, and I'm pretty sure I am missing some. Like I said, this show is my comfort show.
This show's my comfort show, zombies.
Well,
when I was in the hospital for my gallbladder,
yeah,
I was watching The Walking Dead.
Nice.
Yeah, my mom was like, "Isn't this making you feel worse?" I'm like, "No, it's making me feel better." And I was higher than a kite. Because I was in so much pain, and I was like, "No, it's the only thing making me feel better."
Because it's nostalgic.
It is. But I think it was a newer episode on, too.
Okay.
But it's pretty comforting to me, too, I think.
It got me through, like, Drag Race. The show got me through a lot of my darker spots.
Yeah. I do quite enjoy the show a lot.
It's good. And the characters, some of the characters just get me in my feels.
Mm-hmm.
So, first episode I'm going to name is Days Gone By, which is the very first episode of the entire series.
Okay.
The way that it is filmed... You can tell it's like an older premiere of a show, but it's so good for that time period. Even now, like the camera work on it, the lighting, just, oh my God.
Okay,
and
I agree.
Seeing how Rick, like, started off his journey and how he went to his house and tried to look for his family.
And they were gone.
And he didn't think they were dead.
There's some really cool things that happen in that episode, like the biker walker.
Even Summer, the one zombie girl.
The girl, yeah.
Her name was Summer.
Yeah, they did a lot of cool. And this was something that was different for the time.
Yeah, for sure.
In movies, in shows, The Walking Dead has the best portrayal of the undead.
Yes,
that I've
by
ever
far
seen.
And it gets better.
Like, if you, like, hypothetically think in your head, like, what
they would look like.
It would actually happen during an apocalypse, I believe that it would look like The Walking Dead.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I like how they started introducing Rick in that, and you can tell he's a family man. He is the sheriff.
He is indeed.
You get a lot of who he is without, like, really even saying it, which is what I really like in a show.
Yeah. I mean, because there's background in it.
A lot of background.
There's background, and then we get background, bomb, hospital kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of.
And it's just like this man wakes up and
he's in the zombie apocalypse.
This shit hit the fan.
Big time.
Yeah, it's crazy. So good.
So good. Yeah.
So my number, I guess it's not number 5. It's in no order, but numbered. This is my number 5, and it's The Grove. So this is the episode where they're caring for Judith, and it is the Lizzie and Mika scene.
I have this on my list as well.
Really?
This was actually my first one that I listed.
I vividly remember watching this.
Yes.
I'm getting chills because
I did too. This episode.
It's crazy.
Like, you can see the progression of Lizzie.
You can. It's sad.
It's very sad.
It hurts, but
this was the first kid that they really killed.
And normally a lot of shows stray away from
because you can
killing
get
kids,
a lot of backlash on it.
Yeah, or showing.
This was done so well.
It was, and it's off camera. So props to that. Like, if you're gonna kill a kid, it needs to be off camera.
Well, the Lizzie one was not.
The Lizzie, but they don't specifically show Lizzie go down, do they?
I don't think so.
So that's off camera.
They
show Carol.
Yes.
Go do the thing.
Just look at the flowers.
Yeah. So props to them for making sure to do that. That needs to be done when you're gonna do a scene of a child.
And I didn't notice this until I just started rewatching it. But I'm, like, way farther than Zach in it because I wanted to see my favorite arc again.
Yeah.
But when Carol went to go kill their dad or prevent reanimation,
yes,
she told them to look at the flowers.
Yeah.
So that
circle back is beautiful. So good. I agree.
Oh my God.
I remember being younger. I was like, let's calculations, 13? Maybe? 12, 13? I was still in middle school.
This was what, season 4?
Yeah. Or am I moving too fast with my age?
I think you're too fast.
Was I like 11 maybe?
Let me see when this premiered. I'll do the Googling this episode.
Yes, we're going to do some Googling in this episode.
Sorry if you can hear my typing. It premiered in 2014.
I was like 11, 12.
Yeah. It aired March 16th, 2014.
March 16th, 2015 or 14?
14.
I was 11.
Okay.
So I was in 5th grade.
And I was 13.
Watching this and losing my mind. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, these girls were Lizzie was around my age in the show.
Let me double check.
Another Google.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the wiki.
She's on the wiki. We got the wiki pulled up, guys.
She was 12.
So, yeah. So I was watching this like, what?
She killed her sister to prove to Carol
that she'll come back.
And
because her sense of just life was
it was so messed up. But she was just starting to grow up in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
And she was going to do the same thing to Judith.
Uh-huh. And so, I mean, Carol was strong and did what she had to do.
And the father...
And it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
The father
such an emotional
made sure
thing.
to make sure that these girls had a parent.
Yes.
And she was their motherly figure.
Yes.
And she did what every person, like, she had to do something, and she chose this.
Yeah.
Because she was a danger to not only others, but herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Perfect.
All right. My next one is Evolution, which is the Whisperer arc beginning.
I remember kind of being iffy when the Whisperer arc started.
I was too, because I read the comic books.
Okay, I did not do that.
I still have them if you want to read them.
I might have to.
Because I have the actual compendiums. I don't have all of them,
okay,
but I have the first 2 compendiums of the series.
Okay.
So, with the Whisper arc, I didn't really know what was happening. I had an idea.
I was like, these bitches talking now? Like, both me and my mom were like, oh, if they're going to start, these walkers are going to start talking, then we're not going to be able to watch this show. Because that's what we like so much, is like, these walkers are completely is dehumanized what I want to say?
They're people.
They're people, but, like, they don't have...
They want to live among the dead, basically.
Yes.
They dress themselves as walkers to, well, it is kind of actually smart.
It is really smart.
But where I'm coming from is the actual scene where they're actually introduced with Aaron and Jesus when Jesus was stabbed when he was going to. That's what gets me, is that cinematic that
yes,
scene.
It was dark and it was in
gorgeous
and
it was beautiful
cinema.
Yes. That's like my main takeaway from that episode.
It was a really fucking good scene. But
by far.
I loved Jesus.
I did too.
So I was pissed.
I was very pissed, but the cinematic of that episode as a whole and how everything kind of played out, minus it was Jesus.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Did I just delete my notes?
Oh, no.
How can I get these back? Oh, no. How did I do that? Okay, no, I didn't. I just had a panic attack, dude.
Girl, I think I just had a panic attack.
Girl, I just think my cheeks went hot. Woo. Okay. But yeah, fucking the Whispers were, once they got established and like because like I said, I thought that these people were like, they weren't people disguised. I thought they were the walkers talking, and I was pissed.
But they're people.
But they were people disguised.
Yeah.
Which, brilliant.
But I don't know how this works. Because in the earlier seasons, they could smell you.
Yeah, you would have to cover yourself in the guts.
But they just cover themselves in dirt.
Yeah. But I mean, do you think they can like smell, because the masks they wear?
That's true.
Does that have enough scent on it
That's
to
true.
where like you can only smell the scent of that?
Mm-hmm.
Or stuff like that? I don't know. Maybe.
But either way, episode was freaking amazing.
Good episode.
I'm still pissed that it was Jesus that died.
I am as well. I loved Jesus.
I did too.
Very much. And it really kind of hurt me. And I quit watching around season 7, so this is something I had to catch up on.
Okay.
Or was it season 7? Yeah, because the Whispers came after the big incident with...
That's when I stopped watching.
Yeah,
I think we're on the same wavelength.
That's when I stopped watching as well.
I think Let me see. More research.
We should have researched better. You're getting a live researched uncut episode right here, right now.
Right, yeah.
Right here, right now.
Right here, right now. Here, Walking Dead villain arc. Villains in order.
Mm-hmm.
This is not in order. They just rank the villains. I'm like,
Okay.
why is Negan number 1 on... Well, Negan is the most recent one.
Is he?
Well, from when I was watching.
Okay.
The Whisperers. Where were the Whisperers? Shit.
By season.
That's a character.
By season, I think the Negan stuff started in around season 5 or 6.
It was end of season 5, beginning season 6.
Yeah, because it cuts off on that mid or like last episode.
Yeah.
It cuts when, yeah.
I'll get into that because
We'll get into that.
that's when I stopped watching for a while.
That is also when I stopped watching. I didn't even get to watch that episode with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it at my sister's friend's house, and I was losing. I was livid. I was like, because I wasn't home, I didn't get to watch that with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I was done. Like, I was absolutely done. And that was like a vile way for them to do it. Like, it was absolutely vile.
Yeah.
But like, it was perfect,
Mm-hmm. I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure it happened after the Terminus stuff. It was obviously after the Terminus stuff.
Terminus was like
season 4. I think it was right after Negan, when Negan took his little hiatus.
Yeah.
And then that's when the Whisperers were introduced, because they were in Alexandria.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I started kind of losing track of all the towns.
I did too.
In these last couple of seasons because there's like 3. There's Oceanside, Alexandria.
And then there's the Hilltop.
And Hilltop, so 3. Yeah.
And then with now, there's more.
Okay, yeah. See,
that we really haven't seen.
Yeah, see, I started kind of losing
there's the Kingdom.
The Kingdom. Yeah, there's like 4, and I started kind of like main ones.
Yeah.
And I kind of started losing track of it.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, I'm watching it again.
I need to. I just don't have time.
Yeah. I watch it in between classes.
Mm-hmm.
But what's your next one? Or what's your next one?
So mine's the last episode of season 9.
What happened then?
This is the episode where Rick disappears.
That episode.
This is the episode with the heads on the pikes.
I almost put that in my favorite moments. Or shocking
moments. One of my
moments.
favorite episodes. It deserves to be in shocking moments too, because like they would turn that. Was it like a zoom in on the pikes kind of thing?
Yeah, and they were going.
And then you see
who was actually. Which.
And like Tara's up there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Enid's up there.
Yeah, I was like.
See, from the books, I don't think Enid was on the spikes. Luke was supposed to be on the spikes.
Okay.
But he wasn't. So another character took his spot.
Luke is the musician.
Yeah, musician.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I knew Tara was going to die in that moment because I think that's where she died in the comics.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect Enid. I didn't expect.
See, that was one of like the best reveals of a kill kind of
for
thing.
Sure.
I was like, and it was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
It was a really good episode. I'm getting chills just talking about it. That reveal was
seeing Carol.
Perfect. I love I'm a final episode girly. I like the big battles with the big bads and stuff like that. And I think I have another final episode on my list actually, because I love the finals of them so much because they pull the stops out.
For sure.
Even though there's like deaths of our favorite characters and stuff in it, I'm like, they pull the stops out.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
For sure. The fact that Daryl held Carol back once Daryl saw that Henry was up there.
I can't do the Daryl Carol stuff because I have such a soft spot for their like friendship.
I do too. And
that moment, literally, and I have such a soft spot for Daryl.
I do too.
But that
and Carol even.
Okay.
Well,
I have some opinions on Carol.
Some of the stuff that she's done is kind of questionable.
Yeah.
But more so Daryl is where I'm like,
Daryl's my guy.
He looks like such a badass, but he's
so sweet.
He's such a sweetheart.
Yes. But yeah, I can't do anything that involves Daryl crying. Daryl holding someone back.
Nope.
Or, yeah, it breaks me.
Well, he was there with Sophia. He was there with... Yeah. He wasn't there with the girls.
Mm-mm.
Was he there? He was there for Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another one of the kids, right?
Maybe
not. I don't know. Regardless, Daryl was there for a lot of her stuff.
Yes.
But yeah. Is my next one?
Yes.
The Last Day on Earth, which is where Abraham and Glenn were both killed. And I kind of expected Abraham to bite back at Negan.
Yeah. Well, Abraham was sarcastic. He was an asshole.
But he was such a good character.
He was so good, though.
I expected him. I did not expect Glenn.
No.
Glenn survived so many things.
And then this is the thing that does it in.
Hits home, or it doesn't really hit home, but it hits me. Because they were going to Hilltop to get care for Maggie, who we didn't know what was happening to. We knew she was pregnant, but we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And she witnessed her husband get brutally killed in front of her. So she has lost everybody.
Yes.
At this point, she didn't even know she was miscarrying.
Yeah.
She didn't know what was going on.
Mm-mm. He
was her only left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that episode we keep mentioning that made us quit.
That was the one.
This is that episode.
I was pissed.
I was sick to my stomach because they did it in such a violent, icky way, which it was a good way.
It was a good way,
but
I
was
a lot.
Sick to my stomach.
I was pissed at Negan.
I was pissed, and I was just like, fucking done.
I was not expecting Glenn to die there.
I wasn't either, and it was just, it was a shock. And they made you wait, like in between seasons. So it was like normally the part of season, like the A part of the season premieres in like October,
and then February.
The B part, premieres in February. So like it's like it ended in like maybe November, December-ish, and then we had to wait till February to know what happened. That
whole thing, like he killed Glenn right out of nowhere too. It was out of basically retaliation, wasn't it?
Well, Daryl attacks.
That's what I'm saying. Retaliation.
Yeah, Negan, and then Negan
swung on Glenn. It was a beautifully shot episode.
It was a really good episode, but it was sickening.
It was sickening.
Not like sickening in the like sickening, but sickening in the I'm
like sick.
I'm sick.
Okay, what's your next one?
My next one, where is it? My next one is season 4, episode 8. So this is the episode where Herschel passes.
I am in about that area now on my own watching.
I remember literally running up the stairs away because I was sad, disgusted, like just.
And rest in peace to the actor.
The actor, yes.
Because he passed away 4 years ago.
But that episode was really good. And like I said, I'm a end of season.
Yeah.
I love the big battles, though. The characters get killed off. That was the last episode in the prison.
Yep. Because they had to move because of the governor.
Burned down the tanks.
Yeah.
I remember watching this episode came out on Easter.
Nice.
I remember watching it on Easter and just being like, holy shit. Watching it.
Yeah.
And it was like, well done. Like, we don't know that the governor's gonna kill Herschel, and then pop.
Yep.
He does it with Michonne's sword. Let's see. And the governor was sick too.
He was a sick
they do good
human being.
For like, we're not doing like a villains, but my top 3 are definitely the governor, Negan, and Alpha.
My favorite villain is the governor.
He made you resent him with also feeling bad in a way.
Yeah.
But the Negan also does that too. Because an honorable mention, I love the episode we get with Negan and his wife, Lucille. That one is so freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, should have put it on this list because I love, why can't I remember the actor's name now? Negan's actor. He's been in so many shows I've watched. Grey's Anatomy, Supernatural.
Why did my brain go to Matthew Gray Gubler?
No, it's definitely not Matthew Gray Gubler.
That's Spencer Reed.
Oh, no. It starts with a J.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yes, Jeffrey. I knew Dean Morgan, but I was
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Why did my brain go to...
my brain went to James. I'm like, James Dean?
Well,
no.
There's Dean in there.
Yeah. No, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He's been in so many shows I've watched.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love him, period. And then his wife played Lucille. His real-life wife plays
so cool.
Lucille. And his real-life wife was in One Tree Hill, which I've also watched. And just, I love them together. And that's such a good episode. Off track. Another episode that I didn't even write about. The governor was sick, made you feel bad for him. Keeping his daughter locked up in the glass tanks with the so much.
Kind of reminded me of Jeffrey Dahmer a little bit.
A little bit. He was crazy, dude.
He was insane. He was.
And then he had followers, too, to go with it.
Yep.
But that episode was shocking.
For sure.
Delicious, though. Loved it. If I watch an episode, I go to probably that one. Like, if I just want to watch an episode, I go to that one or the one that I call my number one.
Okay. Gotcha. So my next one is Killer Within.
Okay.
And I remember asking why. Because this was, like, the main breakthrough of the bad of the prison.
Yeah.
Where, this is where T-Dog dies.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
That's this episode.
I remember. T-Dog's death was freaking...
Yeah.
Shocking and hurtful, too.
And then Lori went right after.
Yeah. Same episode, right?
Same episode.
Yeah.
You would expect one, but not two.
Two. And those
in
were
the
like
middle
two of the absolute originals.
Yeah. And this happened in, I think, episode 4 of that season.
Yeah.
Which you would not expect whatsoever.
In an episode 4.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You would expect that, like, maybe at the end of the season somewhere or, like, the mid-season, but not this early on in the season. Mm-hmm. And with it being two of the more well-known characters from especially, like, the earlier seasons, it just kind of hit, especially the way that T-Dog went. He went and saved Carol. Mm-hmm. And then what happened with Lori.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my opinions on Lori.
I have mine as well, but it was sad.
Very,
because
very sad.
She has now 2 kids. One's not going to know her. Mm-hmm. One is going to mourn the death of her. Her husband's going to mourn even though she, and cheated. I have my opinions on cheaters.
I do too.
Which we'll talk about in our next episode, which is going to be like a mini episode.
Yeah.
Which is our first of.
Depending on
if we decide to fucking ramble like idiots.
We'll probably ramble, but we're not going to be idiots. We're going to be heated.
Yes, but that's not the topic right now.
No.
But Lori cheated, and she can catch these fucking hands.
Yes. But the way that she went, I don't think...
It was really bad.
I don't think she should have went that way.
No.
She didn't die that way in the comics.
How'd she die?
I think she was crushed by something.
Okay.
Wait. This would be another Google. Mm-hmm. But she did not die in this gruesome way.
Yeah.
The way that Carl had to make sure that he killed, or before she reanimated, just broke my heart. Yeah. He essentially killed his mom. Yeah. But I don't think she was dead. I think she was just knocked out because of the pain. Probably.
But you don't know. They don't have medical stuff. They weren't doctors. It was Maggie.
It was Maggie, but her
dad was a doctor, but Maggie's not a doctor.
And the thing is that Carol was the one that was being trained by Herschel, not Maggie.
No. It just so happens they were under attack, and doesn't Lori's body like disappear from where it was? Did we ever find out, like, wasn't that like a big mystery in it?
I think so.
Did we ever find out why?
I don't think so.
That's an ass of a plot hole. Like, yeah, a walker could have gotten her because they had that hole in the kind of building that no one really knew about for a bit. But also, like, where's the fucking bones?
Yeah. Well, they might have went in to go bury her.
Maybe.
They did because that was the grave that Rick kept going back to look up. I think so.
Why couldn't I remember?
I didn't either.
It's been a long time since I've really watched that thoroughly.
Yes. Lori was shot while holding Judith, I think. And that's where I'm getting the crushing thing.
Okay.
Because Lori was going to crush Judith with her body. I think that's where it is. But regardless, very, very, very sad episode.
Yeah.
But very beautifully shot.
Okay.
Go for it.
So mine is season 5, episode 3, 4 Walls and a Roof. So this is dealing with Terminus, which my least favorite story plot, but this episode's freaking golden. It's the episode where the Terminus has Bob, and they're eating Bob, and he goes, "Tainted meat. Y'all are eating tainted meat," and that is so freaking. That is such a good line.
And the way he said it, he was laughing hysterically.
He was, because he knew.
He knew.
And this is also, like, involving Father Gabriel's church and, like, that whole thing. Yeah. We'll get into it, but I don't really like Father Gabriel.
I don't either.
But I like the actor.
Me too.
He was in Teen Wolf. I digress. Me and my Teen Wolf actors. That's all that matters. But it was a grotesque, like, cannibalism. But me and you, we got a thing or two to say about cannibalism.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like, it was just. I could say that this is one of the best episodes just because of that line. That was the most perfectly, like, said line. Probably in the show.
He got the last laugh.
He literally got the last laugh.
And with us talking about cannibalism, this is where our breakfast script comes to play, by the way.
Which we will be posting. It may be up. We just got to figure out formatting things.
Yeah. But
YouTube. We'll put it on YouTube as well. So, but check that out.
Check that out. And since I said The Grove, we talked about The Grove together.
We talked about The Grove.
Let's go to
that
our
one's.
Whew. That one is such a beautifully shot episode.
Do you want to? Mine's late. Mine's my number. This is my go-to episode. That if I want to watch an episode of The Walking Dead, I'm gonna watch this one. Like, love this episode. Should I go or should you go?
Well, I've already said all mine.
Okay, you've said every. No, that's your number. Okay.
We talked about The Grove together.
Okay. So mine is Chupacabra. Season 2, episode 5.
Is that the one with the ears around Daryl's
neck?
Yeah.
So this is when Daryl is looking for Sophia, and he just gets torn up. He falls off, like, a hill. He's hallucinating. He's seeing Merle. He is, he's in pretty bad shape because he goes out to look for Sophia. And then when he gets back, fucking Andrea's stupid self goes up and shoots him. But, like, this is my top tier comfort episode, and maybe it's because that first time we really get, like, a Daryl episode, because Daryl wasn't meant to be
an actual
character. He was meant to be a side character, but everybody loved him so much that he became. I mean, literally now, like, he's the main guy. He's the main character as of right now. Like,
everybody loves him.
And I love him. We'll get into it.
I'm so proud of him. The actual actor, Norman
Reedus.
He just got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, I love Norman.
When we go to LA.
Oh my God, yes.
We're going.
We are, because I love Norman Reedus so freaking.
Me too.
And he's so funny. Like,
he's so unintentionally funny.
He is. And he's shy.
Yeah.
Like, really freaking shy. Love him.
Did we kind of announce our favorite S tier maybe on accident?
We might have.
But it's okay.
It's fine. We're fine.
It's okay.
Me trying to check how long we've rambled on for already. Oh, Lord have mercy.
We'll be fine.
This is going to be like a 2-hour episode.
It's okay.
Okay. I think the next ones will be a little shorter.
Yes.
Okay. I have most heartbreaking or shocking deaths next.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
You go.
Jesus.
Okay. Right. Yes.
I did not expect that. I love Jesus as a character. He was actually briefly in the Walking Dead game, too.
Okay.
For, like, a little bit. Not, like... I think it was, like, a spinoff of his character. Because it wasn't, like, the exact... But it kind of was. With all the, like, flippies and all that stuff. He's cool.
He's really cool.
Very cool character.
And that death scene was beautiful, as we mentioned.
As we mentioned.
So, mine's actually also Jesus for number 5. So we don't really need to go into that.
Beth is my next one.
Okay. So I have Beth a little... Because I do have these kind of in order.
I don't.
Okay.
But Beth is on there.
Okay. That one hurt me bad.
Very
and because
bad.
of Daryl, too.
Yes.
Because
Daryl took Beth
care of her.
Under his wing.
Yeah. And I was pissed.
Fuck that officer.
You literally, like, that was so, like, yes, Beth was going to stab her. But pull your gun, dude. What? Like...
It was in the shoulder.
Yes. I'm like, you done tore this girl's... What part of, like, the life she has up?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna shoot her?
In the head.
Yes.
But I can see where she was coming.
I can see where she was coming from.
But not in the head?
But in the... Literally point blank.
Yeah.
Bam in the head.
Yes.
I was sick.
Yeah.
Like... I was so... And I just had started to really love Beth, too.
Me too.
Like, I really started to love Beth here. And then that happens.
Yep.
Like, her character had so much more potential.
For sure.
Sickening.
Because she went from wanting to commit.
Yeah.
Into she wanted to survive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it hurts.
It hurts big time.
My next one's Merle.
I almost put Merle on this list.
Though Merle always had kind of a ticket to the bad side, his death hurt so bad. My mom and I kept rewinding it. And because then Daryl discovers him.
Yep.
And then Daryl has to
do
away with him. And then Daryl's crying. I'm crying.
Yeah.
Like, it was a bad scene. Not like a bad scene. Like, it was well done, but it was bad in the fact that, like, it made my stomach drop when Merle comes walking and Daryl notices that's my brother and he's a walker and now I have to do what needs to be done.
And the way that he went out, he went from being such, like, a bad guy to being, I'm going to turn on the governor. Yeah. I'm going to save my brother.
Yeah.
Ended me.
It ended me too. He was going to redeem himself. Yeah. And then they were like, no, we're going to hurt him. We're going to kill him off him. It was bad.
My next one is Herschel.
Okay.
Herschel hurt.
That one really hurt. I felt unexpected.
Very.
Like, he was there, yes. But then, like, you were like, is the government really going to do this? Is he really going to do this? And then he takes that first blow right at the neck. And then,
And I loved Herschel on the show. He was the father figure of everybody.
And he survived. Like, he like, had a arc, too.
Yeah.
He went from these people keeping them in the barn and being like, they're not fully gone. They're, there's going to be like a cure, or not like a cure, but like
that they're still kind of like Lizzie, honestly.
Kind of.
He thought that they were still kind of human to them.
So he went from that to like finally being like, there's no, to then getting bit by one, and his leg cut off, to only like a season-ish later.
And he got a prosthetic leg. He was walking around like no problem. And then he dies like that.
It was such an arc and then such heartbreak.
Yeah. which is what The Walking Dead does. And
it
does
is.
It well.
It does it very well.
Okay. Who's your next one?
Beth.
Okay.
I loved Beth.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah. I said I didn't have these in order, but I kind of wish I put this as number one.
Mm-hmm.
Was Carl.
Okay. See, I was just thinking that now, like, I should have put this on the list, because it's not on my list, but it hurt real bad.
You see this boy grow up into a teenager. He's doing everything he can to take care of his sister, and he goes through so much shit, and then gets bit by a walker, and
he made his mistake.
He made his mistakes,
like, and one of those mistakes caused that walker bite.
Yes, but it's where it gets me with the heartbreaking is how they did him off on the show, because there was more to it. Like, Carl wasn't originally supposed to die.
Yeah.
It was more so.
It was Chandler Riggs.
It wasn't really. It was him.
Was it not?
It was his dad, I thought.
Really? See, I hadn't heard that.
I think it was either him or his dad that was having an issue with one of the producers of some sort. It was something going on off the show that kind of, from what I remember.
Okay.
But it just kind of killed me how they treated him in that way, and they kind of killed him off like that. But I did love Carl.
Carl was, yeah. So I have two left, which is, I don't know how we got off kilter, but one's Herschel, so we don't need to go into that. And I put my number one as a two for one.
I think we have the same.
And it's Glenn and Abraham.
I have the same.
Okay. Oh, we weren't off kilter. I'm just tripping over here. Losing my marbles.
We had a lot of the same.
We did. Because, I mean, those ones are the freaking, like, stab.
Gut-wrenching.
And throw away the knife, you know.
As we mentioned earlier, it just kind of hit.
Yeah.
Because Glenn was one of my favorite characters of that time. He still is.
Yeah. I really loved him as well. Because he was one of the OGs. And then that happened. Dude.
Yeah. He survived through so much, like I said earlier, and then gone for.
He's one of those characters that just had these unfortunate things happen over and over and over. And then, you know, you're just kind of like, oh, nothing's going to happen. And then it happens. And then you're like, my heart.
My heart just kind of hurt.
Okay. Which one do you have next?
That was my last under, like, my listing.
Oh, I mean, like, topic?
That was my last topic.
What, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I did. I have two more.
I went out of order. Well, that was my last topic I had listed. I have more. But
I have villains next.
I didn't list villains.
Okay. Well, but I already said kind of my three.
Mine are the same.
I think in my notes, I really think Alpha is cool and scary. The governor really fucks shit up. And Negan just traumatized me to the point I quit watching the show for 3 years.
Yeah, I'm about the same. So, well, yeah.
We'll leave it at that?
Yeah.
And then favorite, most shocking moments?
Yeah. That was above my heartbreaking deaths and stuff.
So,
top tragic moments. My number 5. I don't think these are in order either. But my last one of the 5 would be Look at the Flowers.
Okay.
Which we've already elaborated
on. Mine's also on this list.
Okay.
Mine's heads and tanks. The heads and the tanks behind the governor. Because it kind of is like a shot that goes around a little bit, and then you see the heads, and then you're just like... And then him and Michonne have that fight.
The glass in the eye made me cringe so hard. Like, I shook.
Literally, just talking about anything near the face makes me kind of like...
Me too. It's like, no.
It makes me, like, freak out a little bit. Okay.
And my next one is the entering of the Whisperers.
Okay.
Like, we've elaborated.
It was like,
it was shocking.
I was like, why are these fucking zombies talking? I thought I was going to be disappointed. And then, turns out I wasn't disappointed. And also, Beta was fucking scary, too.
Yeah, he was.
Beta was scary. Okay. My next one is Lizzie kills Mika, or Look at the Flowers.
Yep.
So
my next one is Glenn and Abraham's death.
Okay.
Because it was very tragic and
it was
shocking.
very tragic, traumatizing, shocking.
Everything.
A little bit of everything. My next one's Glenn falls off the dumpster.
I should have put that on here.
Because, like, that's one of the moments that we talked about where all these things were happening to Glenn that should have killed him up until that one moment that finally killed him.
Yep. And it wasn't even to his doing.
Yeah. Literally disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
Not disgusted.
But disgusted by what happened to him.
Yes.
My next one is the barn with Sophia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Seeing Sophia walk out of that barn, I thought she
She-
was gone forever. I
Yeah.
didn't think she was in the barn.
I don't think I took the full capacity of what that scene meant
Until
I was
older. Same here.
So then, like, as I got older, like, I knew what it meant, but then it didn't have that meaning to me because I didn't know what it meant when I first watched it.
It just... Seeing Sophia walk out of that barn last, and how everybody is just, like, looking at her.
Yeah.
And seeing Daryl again with Carol. Or was it Daryl? I thought it was Daryl that was holding Carol.
Or was it? No, it was Shane.
Was it Shane?
It was Shane.
Either way.
I think it was Shane. Also, fuck Shane.
Fuck Shane.
No comment.
Shane had his moments.
Shane did have his moments. I love the actor. It's me. I love the actor, but the character's just not it. I've watched a lot of stuff lately with the actor that plays Shane in it somehow. He's been in a lot of movies that I didn't realize. Like The Peanut Butter Falcon, which high recommend on the list. You should watch it if you like movies. Sakaro.
Isn't that's Rosita's kid's name in the show?
Is it?
Yeah, Sakaro.
It means like death.
Yep.
It
was Daryl.
Okay, it was Daryl. I was making things up. Ignore me.
Shane was too, and Rick was the one that actually killed Sophia in quotations, put her down as being a walker. But yep, that one hit me.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Because they were going... This was like a whole arc in the entire series.
It was a whole arc it was that season's big arc.
Yeah.
Where is Sophia?
And then there's your answer.
Yeah. There all the whole time.
Yep.
She was there the whole time.
Yep. And they were staying there for a while.
And that was like the second kid zombie we ever saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Who's
I feel odd calling them zombies. Walkers. But also, walkers feels more like a mouthful when we're just having a conversation.
Glenn used to call them geeks.
Did he? I don't remember
in
that.
the earlier season.
Biters.
That was another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your next?
Rick ripping, I think his name was Joe's
throat
out.
Oh my God. I totally forgot about that until like later.
Oof.
Holy shit. He bit out his jugular.
Yes, I watched that and I was like,
what? That was the claimer, wasn't it?
It might have been.
I think so.
But I was just like, I'm getting chills just talking about all of these. Because, like, Rick was protecting his son.
Yeah.
I never would have expected him to
No.
bite out.
No.
Like, that was awesome. But
It was awesome, but it was gross.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Mm-hmm.
My number one was Merle's turnaround.
Okay.
As in, like, his turnaround as a character.
Okay. That's a good one.
Because
I wouldn't have thought of that.
You didn't expect that out of Merle.
No.
But he was, like, tormenting his little brother.
Yeah.
But then he did everything he could to protect his little brother.
Mm-hmm. In the end.
Yeah. And he did that. He tried to kill the governor, but he ended up failing.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't even... Did he die to the governor, or did he die to Martinez? Is that his name?
Was it Martinez?
I think it was Martinez. Because there was Morales, but
Okay.
that was...
I was thinking of Morales,
person.
but that was way later in the
It was earlier.
series where Morales comes back.
Yeah, when he comes back. Was it Martinez? It was Martinez.
Okay. My number one is the wait between seasons to see who Negan killed.
Mm-hmm.
That wait was like...
It was agony.
Yeah, it was shocking. It was like, well, we know Negan's gonna kill somebody, but bop, black screen.
Yep.
I was like, bitch, what?
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be kidding.
Yep.
Crazy.
It was something. So, do you have your top 5 Walking Dead moments?
Top 5 I don't.
That's where we differed.
I think if you hear us talk about, like, these things, the top 5 moments for me happen within my top 5 episodes.
Mine didn't.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, Tegan's Talk Corner.
So, these are, like, more kind of funny moments, but kind of, like, heartwarming in a way. These are, like, straying from, like, the sad parts.
Okay.
So, my number 5 would be Carl with his pudding on the roof.
Oh, my God.
Because I felt that.
I did, too. And then Rick was like, what'd you eat? And he's like, a gallon of pudding. Good.
It was funny. This would probably be my number 1 had I, like, actually labeled them, would be Daryl calling Judith the last kicker.
Yes, I love that so much.
It's so cute.
I remember the first time my mom and I heard him call her that, and we were like, I think that's when we fell in love with Daryl, truly.
That's when I did.
Because, like...
It didn't look like he had a soft side, but then...
Then that happens.
You see Daryl holding a little baby that's, like, a week old at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Such a cute moment. And then they called her that for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But my next one would be Glenn and Maggie, period.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite couple in the entire show.
Okay.
Minus Rick and Michonne. I love them together, too.
That was shocking to me. Rick and Michonne.
It was shocking to me, too. I didn't expect it, but I love that they came together. But Glenn and Maggie together, I love them.
Okay.
I love them. And when they first, like, actually started talking, when Maggie took his hat and put an egg in it and smashed it on his head, that's when I fell in love with Maggie.
Yeah.
But I love their relationship.
I can get down with it.
And then Bob's Tainted Meat is on there, too. That's where I put it. And then Milton and Herschel with his leg.
Okay.
When Milton was asking Herschel, this is when Rick and the governor were going on with their meeting on what they should do. And Milton finds out that Herschel was bit and they amputated his leg. And Milton was asking if he could see his leg. And then Herschel says, well, you should buy me a drink first.
I'm dead. Yeah.
Sent me. But another one of my moments that I should have included was Abraham's the Bisquick moment. It was freaking hysterical.
Some of the things Abraham, and then why am I drawing a blank? Sasha was in that group, right? Why am I drawing a blank? It was Abraham that it came two together. No, it wasn't
Rosita, Eugene, and Abraham.
Okay, Eugene. Eugene's hysterical,
He is. He is. But he doesn't mean to be. He just kind of is.
He just isn't.
He just is. He's just there.
He just says the most out-of-pocket stuff sometimes.
He is. For sure. And I think... Oh, we didn't name our favorite, like, season or arc.
Okay. Well, my favorite season was the prison season.
Mine, too.
That was by far the freaking best.
Best of all time.
Like, yeah, they were in a prison, and the sickness thing.
I was about to bring that up.
About that.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
It was insane, and the fact that Glenn got it
and survived. That was another example of Glenn. Something happening to Glenn, and then him surviving it.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Yeah, for sure, and. He looked like he was gone for a while.
He did. I thought that was gonna be the end, and then
yes,
he pulls through. Were we just playing footsies? Did I bump your foot?
I don't know, but I guess we did
Maybe.
play footsies. So shall we get into our
to-do list? Should we do this quick fire a little bit?
A little bit, yeah, because I feel like we're gonna have a lot of the same D's.
I do too.
Because
some of my D tiers are controversial.
Well, we'll get to the controversial ones when we get them. But
I can't even remember this man's name, but I remember him doing some shit. But I don't want you to show. I don't want to show you to. So then you would be like about who's on my D tier. I don't know. See, now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I need to change some of these around. Damn it.
Should I start?
Yeah.
While you switch? I have Andrea as my by far first D character.
Me too. I hate
Andrea.
her. I hate her.
The actress was so good, though.
Yeah. I hate her. But the actress made us hate her. No hate to the actress, you know?
The actress was
never
amazing.
hate to the actor
No.
or actress who portrays a bad character.
No.
Unless they're a bad person
They
themselves.
were written a bad character.
Yeah.
I think what did Andrea bad was Amy dying so far quick.
Yeah. So I also have Amy right there next to Andrea just because she died so fast. And she was sick the whole time, I feel like.
I kind of put Amy above that because I didn't feel like she deserved the same hate as the other D characters that I have in there. Okay. But I did not like Andrea as a character at all. She made a lot of rash decisions. I didn't like that she slept around with everybody. Mm-mm. She slept with Shane. Well, she didn't sleep with him, but they did stuff in the car.
They were doing things and stuff.
She did stuff with the governor.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I think that may be it.
The governor really sent me. Her doing stuff with the governor.
Yeah, it just kind of showed
her loyalty.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't mess with Andrea. No,
I agree. So I agree with that. I have her the same place, then Amy.
Okay. I have her a step up. But like I said, the ranking of my D characters, I just did not like them as characters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. And then I feel like because they introduced so many characters because they're literally living in like colonies that I can't put names to the faces sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I left quite a few out of my list in the bottom just because I didn't know their names.
I gotcha.
Hold on. I pulled up the wiki just so I can maybe see
who's who.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to keep up with everybody since, like you said, they are all different colonies and such.
Yeah. Okay. I just don't know this dude's name, but his face pisses me off. Gregory's my next one.
Gregory can suck.
Yeah.
A dick. I despised him. He treated everybody like shit.
He was horrible, and he got what he deserved.
Yeah. Do I agree with how he went? Like, with everybody
watching
there? I don't necessarily agree with that.
Public death is kind of rough.
It's really rough.
But he deserves to be
He deserved
killed.
To be executed. He was not a good human.
Nope.
He was in my D as well.
Uh-huh.
I have Ed in there. Carol's...
Okay. I also have Ed.
Yes. Ed treated everybody like shit. He was an awful
That
human
was
being.
one of Shane's good
That was one
moments.
of... I agree.
When he went after Ed.
When he put
See,
Ed
I almost remember the beginning seasons a lot better than...
I do too.
I think I've also seen them more because before, like, on the Super Bowl days, they would play every season. Because there was only, like, 4 seasons at the time. They could play them over a weekend. And I would watch it. Yeah. Like, all the way through. Sleep with it on and everything. So I feel like I can name the first few seasons of characters a lot better.
I can too.
Than, like, the later seasons.
For sure. This was, like you said, this was one of Shane's good deeds.
Yeah. He tore him up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I also have Ed. I have the sheriff that killed Beth.
I do too. Her name was Dawn.
Dawn. Yep. Dawn. I have Dawn next.
I think we're going to have a lot of the same. Like I said, we're going to have last name. I have the one kid who shot Carl in the eye.
That's the guy that was played by Abrams. What's his name?
I think in the show his name was Ron.
Yeah, I think his name was Ron too. He was played by an actor that's in a lot of stuff.
Oh, really?
Now, like Euphoria and a bunch of just different shows.
I just don't like how he treated Carl.
Those kids, that group of kids was just not the best.
Mm-hmm. I have the brother in the same category too.
His brother was the freaking kid that flipped. No, that was Henry. No. His brother was the kid that flipped shit while they were going out.
No, that was him.
That was him?
The little kid had the panic attack.
Yeah, okay. I have him. He's my number 1 on this list.
Oh, okay.
And his mom is on this list for the D tier for me, too.
I put her in C.
No, his mom's on
But
that
she
D
is
tier
not.
for me as well. She can suck it.
Yeah.
Like, and then I feel like they just threw her into a relationship with
They
Rick,
did.
too. Yeah.
They did. I have Jesse's husband in here too. Another one of the abusers.
Okay, yeah.
Abuse, I don't fuck with.
I don't
Nobody should fuck
either.
with. But yeah, he treated everybody like shit too.
He definitely did. I have Deanna on this list.
Okay, I almost put her there.
I keep saying this list, but on the D tier.
Yeah.
I have Deanna on the D tier, and I have her 2 whack-ass sons on the D tier as well.
I don't remember who her sons really were. I think I put them all in the C,
Yeah.
but yeah, I see one of the sons. I don't know where I put the other one, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I have them there.
One was not Gareth. Gareth was one of the Terminus people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember his name.
See, there's so many characters and so many story arcs that it's just rough to keep up
Mm-hmm.
with.
But once we get like our higher tiers,
Once it gets higher, it gets
we
easier.
can-
But these lower, I literally have like 15 people that I just couldn't put a name to.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of in the same boat, but if I did, I threw them all, pretty much all in the C's because, like I said, I don't feel like I should put some of the people in the D's if they don't deserve it
Yeah.
necessarily.
See, I just kept them out of the
Yeah.
list completely. The people that I couldn't put a name to.
Gotcha. I have the leader of the wolves in here.
The fucking wolves.
Yes.
I forgot about them. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't really mess with the wolves all that much,
No.
but this guy was not good.
I totally forgot about them.
Mm-hmm. I don't even remember what season that happened.
It was the same time that the whispers were happening, I feel. Or
Or
around
was that
close.
was
getting
that in
close.
between?
It might have been in between.
Let me look.
Oh, see, now that we had like a conversation, I'm
Yeah.
starting to put names to faces now.
Mm-hmm. He was the one with the curlier hair.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked dirty.
He did.
He does.
They were introduced in season 5. What are we thinking? This was in between.
They put the W's on the foreheads?
Yeah, this was between the governor and Negan then,
Really?
because the governor happened in season 4, like
Okay.
season 3, season 4, and then Negan was introduced in season 6.
I feel like it happened later. I don't know why.
It says season 5 in here.
Okay.
So I guess we are kind of like we were talking earlier, and we kind of have everything out of the order. What we feel.
I feel like I just need to
Because
do my best to watch it all over again.
yeah, because I
'Cause-
thought that Negan's arc happened in like season 8,
Yeah.
but it happened in season 6. Hello. It's like what?
it's because every season has such different characters in a
Yeah.
way, such different groups,
Mhm.
such different story arcs, you know,
Yeah.
that like, wow. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. My next one on this list is the Joe, the guy that Rick picked his jugular out.
Where did I put him?
Hopefully in the D tier.
Maybe I didn't know who he was.
Maybe. I just put the name to the face, so I put him there.
Oh, I put him in C. Why did I put him in C? Maybe
know.
he should have been in D, but
He was a bad
yeah.
dude.
I don't think I really remembered who he was. That's why I put him in
Okay.
C.
So I have 2 more in this tier.
Okay.
Are you done with yours?
I have Nicholas in here.
Nicholas.
He's the one that threw Glenn under the dumpster.
Oh my god, yeah.
Or not? Did he throw him under?
Not throw him, but he shot himself,
Yeah, and then
landed into
Yeah.
Glenn, and they both fell.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Coward mother effer.
Mhm.
See, that's when I couldn't put a name to his face,
Gotcha.
but I just did.
I had to. That's one of them. That was on your list. That I had to go and name.
Yeah.
That's where I remembered him.
Okay. So I have 2 more.
Okay.
I have Milton,
Okay.
the governor's little
Yep.
side homie, and I have Lori.
I put Lori in C.
Okay.
I have Wendy's mom, grandma, mom.
Okay.
That's one of the ones you might not have put. I just don't remember a lot of her.
See, I have the villains up high just because they were really well-written characters. So I have them up high on the list, not because... I mean, I guess it means I'd like their characters, but I wanted to kill their characters, but they were written so good. So I just wanted to clarify that before, we get into it more.
Yes. And she was part of the Oceanside group.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
All right. I'm done with my D's.
Okay. We're on to C's.
Okay. My first being Lori.
Okay.
I don't... yes... She didn't know that Rick was dead. That doesn't justify her actions.
Mm-hmm.
But she somewhat kept a level head. I don't agree with how she treated Shane. I don't agree with how she treated Rick.
Yeah.
But I still feel like she was a good mom to Carl.
Okay, yeah. See,
and her kids.
I just couldn't stand her.
No.
There's characters I just couldn't stand in this show.
Mm-mm.
And, that's why they're kind of where they are in my list. I either really liked them or, they just annoyed me. Yep. So that's kind of the way my list is kind of made out. So my first on my C tier is Martinez.
I have him in the same.
Okay.
Not in the same spot, but in the same tier.
But he just annoyed me.
Yeah.
Bad.
Even with how he saw the governor kill every single person in front of him and he still stayed with him.
Yeah, he was like, well, this happened.
Let's
move along.
He might have feared for his safety a little bit, and that's why he might have stayed with the governor. But I still don't agree. The governor ended up killing him.
Yeah.
He killed all of his people.
It's crazy. I don't get it at all.
Yeah, I don't.
My next one is... I can't remember her name, but... She was one of the bigger ladies when they first got to it was Alexandria or something.
Does she have glasses?
Yes.
That's Olivia.
Olivia?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have her in the same tier.
Screw her. She just annoyed me.
Yeah, she annoyed me too. I have Aaron's boyfriend in here, Eric.
I think I do too.
He's the one that broke his ankle.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for him. I like Aaron a lot more.
Yeah. I like Aaron a lot too.
But... yeah, I just didn't like him all that much. He just wasn't a standout to me.
I could agree.
That's all I got.
That's all you have in the C tier?
No, I have more. That's all I got on him.
I was like, whoa.
I have a lot in the C tier.
We literally talked about him, but Negan's right-hand man with the mustache.
Simon,
yeah.
Wait, the one with the black hair or the one that's blonde?
He kind of balding.
That's Simon.
Simon. I guess we didn't talk about him. We talked about Dwight.
We talked about Dwight.
Okay, yeah, I have Simon there.
I put Simon
higher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
just a little bit higher. But.
His death was kind of sad. It was rough.
They did him dirty.
They did him pretty dirty. I feel like they could have really done an arc where he.
I feel so too.
Like a Dwight arc.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I feel so too.
But.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like we're gonna have this person in the same category.
Okay.
And it's Gabriel.
No, because why is he in the same exact spot?
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not like Gabriel.
I can't do Gabriel because he's so up and down.
He is.
All the freaking time.
I agree.
I feel like that's the way with Carol as well. She's so up and down all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But he has no good quality.
No.
In a way. I feel like I could have put him lower.
I feel so too.
Maybe I put him here because I love the actor.
He had a phenomenal actor.
But I can't do Gabriel.
I don't like how he was written.
No, at all.
No.
So up and down. Okay. My next one's Henry.
Where did I put him? I don't remember, but regardless.
I just feel like he annoyed me.
Yeah, a little bit. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all the kids
kind of... I feel like all the kids were...
But they're kids. Kids can be annoying.
But they were written rough a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a kid, but I don't know how to write a kid. Or, yeah, this is a kid, but I don't know how a kid acts. kind of thing.
Kind of.
We're writing kids, but we're going to write kids how kids actually don't act.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying. I have Jessie in my next. Like, you've already elaborated on Jessie.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like she's above how her husband was and how her kids were.
Yeah, I can see that.
But she wasn't much more up there than...
No.
No.
She was just a rough character to me.
I agree.
My next one is Tara and her sister.
Where did I... Okay. I have her sister in the same category.
Okay. And Tara could maybe be moved up or down. Give her death sad. Mm-hmm. I actually didn't remember that she died until I Googled it yesterday.
Wow.
And then, so, like, it was a second shock to me.
Yeah.
Because somehow I just thought she was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
In my head.
Well, because Rosita.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Rosita and her were pretty close.
Yeah. But in my head, I just thought they were the same. The same, so I thought she was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So, but, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have Mika as my next one.
Okay.
I don't think they did Mika enough justice.
I don't think they did either. It's kind of funny. I have Lizzie as my next one.
Okay.
Because
I feel like they could have done a lot more with Mika.
I feel like they could have too, but then they just
killed her. Mm-hmm.
Which was
It was more for shock factor. It wasn't...
It definitely wasn't a meaningful...
No, it was more for shock.
It was more for shock, but it was a beautiful scene.
For sure.
Okay. My next one's Dale.
You have Dale that low?
I feel like he really annoyed me. I don't know why.
I can see where you're coming from. I'm just surprised he's that low. That means I don't know who your A's and B's are then.
You'll see.
Okay. I have Morales as my next one.
Where did I put Morales? Okay.
I liked him
Same tier.
I liked him in the beginning.
They just brought him back too late for it to be meaningful.
I agree, and how they did it was awful.
Yeah. They brought him back way too late to be anything meaningful.
Right. Like, yeah, he was from season 1. They introduced him in, season 7 or 8?
Like 8.
And who was it that Daryl killed him?
Yeah.
I thought so. Just, like, point blank period. Like, why bring him back if you're just going to shoot him that episode?
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel.
So, my next one's... Where did I go? My next one's Axel, which was one of the OG prisoners. I feel like we just didn't get enough of him for him to be a well-formed...
Which one was Axel?
The redhead kind of white dude.
Okay.
I feel like he could have been a good character.
I feel so, too.
If they would have had him longer.
He was kind of a shock factor, too.
Yeah.
Like, that scene was actually kind of... The way they did it was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when there's two characters standing side by side and they're just talking about something good, you know something bad's going to happen.
Yeah. When those good moments happen and then something. I feel like if they would have given him more time, there could have been potential.
Yeah.
But without that time, his character was like one of those kind of meaningless characters. Oh, they just need to be here because it's a prison and there's got to be at least someone who survived here, you know, type thing.
I see what you're saying. I have Jackie. She was the one that just was with Edwin Jenner in the explosion.
So like season 2?
Season 1.
Season 1. Oh yeah, at the CDC or whatever the freak it was.
We just didn't see enough of her, I feel.
Yeah, I can agree. I'm nervous to say my next one.
Uh-oh.
My next 3 are like
big boys?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
So Shane.
Okay.
My next one is Shane. I don't like him. He had that one redeeming moment, and the rest...
He just went apeshit.
Yeah. He went crazy and stupid.
Because he wanted Lori.
Yeah. And it made, like... yeah. Just Shane, C tier.
I see what you're saying.
He was a well-written character.
I agree.
But, like, I can't put him anywhere else because I just hated his guts so bad.
Mm-hmm. I have Jim as my next one. He is the one with the baseball hat.
Okay.
He was the one that they tied to the tree. Once they, or they didn't tie him to the tree. They did when he suffered from the heat stroke, when they didn't know about his dream and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just feel like he didn't get enough.
Yeah. Wait, I just realized I got one of the characters mixed up. Wasn't the one... There was 2 kind of thicker girls with glasses. There was Denise, right?
Yep, Denise and Olivia.
And Olivia. So I was looking at Olivia.
But you meant Denise?
I was looking at Denise, but I meant Olivia.
Okay.
So just to clarify for myself, I fixed it now.
Okay.
But, okay. What'd you say?
I said
Jim.
Yep.
Okay. My next one's Morgan.
Okay.
Okay.
We have two totally different characters.
Yeah. My next one's
heavy. I have a feeling it's Carol.
Stomach dropping.
Okay.
Toe curling. Controversial.
Uh-oh. Well, my next one is the doctor from the hilltop.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I forgot why I ranked him that low, but yeah, that's all I got. I feel like I have a reason for where I placed him. Who is your next one? I'm scared.
I'm scared too. Rick.
What the hell?
Yeah, I hate Rick.
Wow.
Which is so fucking weird.
Because he's the main.
I just got to a point where I couldn't stand him. And I don't know why. My mom's the same way.
Really?
Could not stand Rick. We were waiting for the moment he was gone. And yeah, it kind of was sad. And like, they have like the hunt for him and stuff. But we were like, kind of celebrated.
I don't think he's dead.
He's probably, well, they, in the World Beyond show, they kind of explained the planes and stuff. And like the plane that picked him up with Jadis and stuff. So they kind of explained that in the World Beyond. But the World Beyond ended after 2 seasons. So if they were going to do something with that, but that movie's coming out about him.
Yep. I think they're going to bring Michonne and Rick back in the final episode. And they're going to give them their own spinoff.
I'll freaking die. I think I'll be excited, but I just needed a break.
Yeah.
And now that I've had my break, it's a little better. But I was just not having Rick.
Right.
So Rick is in the C tier for me.
I have Martinez as my next one, but we already kind of elaborated on him. So
where did I put Martinez?
You put him in the same group as we already talked.
C tier.
We talked about him already.
Yeah. Okay. My next one is Morgan's wife.
Was she on here?
Is that not her, or am I tripping?
I didn't see her on here. So who are you seeing?
Oh, I don't think you can see that. Maybe it's not Morgan's wife. It looks like her zombified, kinda, but I can't tell.
I want to see who you're looking at.
I know, but I just don't want to show you the tier.
Okay.
We'll disregard.
Yes, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
My next one is Sophia.
Dead ass.
She's
my next one too.
The way her story played out, I feel like I wanted her to survive.
Yeah. Well, they built it up so freaking much just for it to be
crashing down.
Yeah. And that's really heartbreaking.
Because I feel like Carol wouldn't be the same person that she is now had Sophia survived.
Yeah. My next one is the governor.
Okay.
So he is a good villain, but he's not one of the high top villains, you know? One of the big bad good villains.
Gotcha. I have Deanna as my next one.
Okay.
I just didn't feel like like I said, I could have moved her down.
Yeah.
She was one of the ones I could have moved down.
Her death was kind of sad.
It was sad.
But she was one that I was just like, what are you doing, girl?
Yeah, I didn't like her.
Okay. Yeah. My next one's Rosita.
Really?
Yeah. In a way, I don't feel like I know her enough, like other characters, but you know what I mean?
More of her story came out in the later seasons. So
I feel like I need to rewatch the later seasons.
I do
more.
As well.
Because like I said, I've seen the old seasons over and over and over again.
So we're so used to
seeing them. But these later seasons, I've seen them maybe once or twice through. So I definitely need to see those again. Okay.
Is it me?
Yes.
I have Denise.
Okay. She's on the same.
Her death was kind of shocking too.
Her death, an arrow through the eye. Yeah, and even Olivia's death was shocking too. I agree. Because it was just like
they're both point blank. Out.
Yeah. I'm like, that was shocking. And even that one of Denise's sons, that one son's death was like shocking too.
I don't remember which one.
He was just like, they were all at Alexandria. Was she the leader of Alexandria?
Yeah.
They were all at Alexandria, and I think it was Negan just freaking like guts him in front of everybody.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
see, Alexandria is kind of a blur for me.
Alexandria is a little bit of a blur for me too, but I feel like that happened like right before like I really quit paying attention.
Me too.
Because like I kind of watched for the season after, and then I just stopped.
I did too because I was so pissed off that they killed off Glenn and Abraham.
Yeah,
which is
like I got through the season that happened in, and then I was done.
That's where I feel like a lot of people fell off.
I do too. They kind of made a mistake with that.
100%.
But it happened 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Me?
Mm-hmm.
My next one's Jadis.
Where did I put her?
I think
I see.
Her plot line could have been cool.
Had they gone with it?
Had they, just did something a little different. I don't know what different, but something different. Like people living in the trash like that. I think that could have been like sick.
I agree. But
then they were just like,
nah.
We're going to make these people backstabbers. And, like, yeah. But I think Jadis's plotline could be cool. And Rick's with Jadis right now.
Yep.
Wherever, what's going on, you know? So, I mean, they're going to make it hopefully a bigger plot point, but we just don't know.
What's going on with them. So, I have Joe as my next one.
Okay.
Like I said, I could move him down too.
Yeah.
He just was a villain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My next one's the kid with the slingshot.
Who's that?
I cannot remember their name. But I just like...
slingshot?
Yeah. They used to be slingshotting and killing the
Why
walkers.
do I not remember that?
They were with the deaf girl and stuff.
Why do I not remember?
I can't remember the deaf girl's name either.
Connie?
Connie. Yes, only because she plays in a Marvel movie. She plays in Eternals, which is one of my favorite Marvel movies, and her character's name's Makari. So I know her as Makari.
Slingshot. Kelly?
Oh! Yes, her. I like Kelly a lot.
I do too.
Or I guess I say I like Kelly a lot, and then she's in my B tier. B's kind of the middle. I feel like I could move Kelly up to A.
Aren't we still in C?
We're still in C?
Yeah.
I'm reading off my B's.
I'm reading off my C's.
Oh, shoot. Disregard.
Because I have a crap ton of my C's.
Oh, well then.
That might be where it is.
Okay, keep going.
Well, I have Olivia there. I have Tara's sister there.
Okay.
I have Ezekiel's guard friend, the girl.
Okay.
I forgot her name. One of the Terminus bad boys.
Okay.
The one with the hat. One of the guys that was eating Bob. I forgot his name, though.
I feel like a lot of the people I didn't remember are from the Terminus plotline.
I feel the same. Because Randall's not part of the Terminus thing, but how they did Randall was kind of dirty.
Yeah. I just didn't care for Terminus.
Yeah. I have Heath in there.
Heath?
He's the one with the dreads, with the beanie.
Okay. Oh, that's his name. See, I also know him as a different name because of a Marvel movie. And from In the Heights. He sings, like, beautifully.
Oh, really?
He played Benny in the Heights.
Oh, cool.
So I know him as a different name, but...
Huh.
Okay.
And I have, I think this is Carol's boyfriend type person that was... Okay. I forgot his name, though.
Yeah, but I know who you're talking about.
I have Henry in there. I have another guy. I think he was one of the motorcycle gang people.
Okay.
The one with the, like, cigarette sticking out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And then one character, I have no idea who that is. It's one of the girls. It might be one of Negan's wives.
Okay.
And I have one of the characters that started being good, but then was shot point blank.
Okay.
He was one of the guys. He was one of the guards.
Okay.
Kind of people. Another one of the Terminus people. Deanna's son. Another person I don't know. Wendy, who was part of the Oceanside.
Okay.
And then another guy I don't know.
All right. And those are your C's?
Those are all my C's.
Just to clarify, because we flopped a little bit, on my B's are Sophia, the governor, Rosita, Jadis, and Kelly.
Oh, okay. So I had a lot more C's than you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was just for clarification for Tegan and you guys that those last couple that I was reading off were my B tiers and not C tiers.
Okay.
So you'll go ahead with a couple of your B tiers.
I have Bob in there.
Okay.
I mean, Bob kind of had a flop with his alcoholism.
Yeah.
Which Sasha had the right to be mad.
Yeah. I also didn't know I didn't remember Sasha being dead either.
She killed herself to try to kill Negan with the cyanide pill.
Yeah. I didn't remember that.
Yep.
At all.
That happened in Alexandria, too.
Yeah.
I have Beth in there.
Mm-hmm.
I have Edwin Jenner in there.
Okay.
I have Milton in there. I have Milton a lot higher.
You do.
Than I
Milton's
should.
Way higher. He was just annoying.
He was very annoying, but his death kind of did him.
It was a little sad.
It was very sad.
A lot of these deaths, even though the characters were not very good, they were rough deaths.
They were very rough. And then Milton came back to kill Andrea, which was kind of a tie back too, because Andrea was trying to get Milton to go away with her.
Yeah.
Because she saw through the governor.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why Andrea was just a mess.
She was a mess.
But, anywho, I named off 4.
Okay, 4. My next one is Lydia.
Okay.
I just think she's got a good arc.
I do too.
From going from alpha to like, what the fuck's my mom doing? Mm-hmm. Let me get out of here.
Right.
Type beat. Okay.
I have Lizzie.
Okay.
In there. Lizzie's story just kind of is something like she didn't know what she was doing was wrong.
No, she didn't.
She was going feeding walkers, which is where I kind of think that the prison started to fall a little bit because she was feeding them.
She was kind of luring them.
She was.
Yeah.
And then she goes to kill her sister. She was an unintentional villain almost.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
At 12 years old. It's kind of insane. But
I can see what you're coming from. So, my next one is the guy with the dreads.
Heath. Yep.
Heath. But he just kind of disappeared.
That's why I had him in C. Okay. Because he just kind of disappeared.
But I guess I put him up a little higher because I like the actor. Did they ever reveal they revealed the guy with the mask that showed up with, was it Maggie? In like season 10?
I don't know. Season 10's kind of a blur for me too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. There was a guy with the mask that I thought was going to be Heath for a little bit.
I remember that. Like briefly being on Twitter.
I feel like I don't remember if he was masked or unmasked.
I don't remember.
But I remember thinking that it was going to be Heath.
I think that's what a lot of people were thinking too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
I have Axel. A little higher. I liked Axel.
Yeah. I just feel like I wanted more.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
They did his character a little dirty.
They did, definitely. So my next one's Denise.
Yeah, Denise higher.
Yeah. Okay. I really was starting to like her.
Mm-hmm.
She literally had that episode of holding her ground and then died.
That's what happens with a lot of characters. They show characters a lot in an episode and you just know they're going to die.
Kind of. Like they give this one random character a big episode arc and then...
That's kind of what they did with T-Dog.
Kind of.
And Lori both, honestly.
Kind of. It's sad, but I really liked her for that reason.
Mm-hmm. I have Noah as my next one.
Okay.
They did Noah so dirty, too.
That was a really bad, rough death.
That was a rough death. They got Noah back in exchange for
Beth. And
that's how Beth died.
Was because she was like, we're not giving you Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to protect Noah. Because they saw the bad and what was happening in the hospital.
Yeah.
And with Beth dying that way and they killed Noah off just kind of like that, it's just like, what the hell?
I agree.
But yeah, I liked Noah as a character.
I did too. My next one's Aaron.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's cool.
He's cool. I liked him.
I did too.
I have Oscar. Oscar was one of the prisoners.
Okay. See, he was the African-American guy.
He was the tall one.
Yes. Okay. I remember him now. I'm going to put him... He was one of my ones I left out. I'm going to put him in... I'm going to put him in C. just because I wanted more of the prisoners, and then
they just kind of died due to the governor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's your next?
Sasha.
Really?
Yeah, I like Sasha a lot.
I do too.
I did. I keep saying I like maybe I need to move some of them up one to A tier because I did like them.
Yeah.
I did like them. Okay.
I have Sadiq as my next one.
Okay, Sadiq is also on my B tier.
I wanted more out of him.
I did too, and then they gave him some trauma, and then that plot line where the guy was it a whisperer hiding, or what group was he from?
That was one of the Alexandrians that was one of Deanna's sons.
That killed him?
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't.
I thought so.
I thought it was like a whisperer or someone posing for Alpha or whoever that bad guy was.
Let me see.
And then killed Sadiq.
Let me see. The person that killed Sadiq was Dante. Dante was... he was a spy for the Whisperers.
Yeah, screw Dante. I really wanted more of Sadiq.
Yeah, he was one of the... I was mistaken. But yeah, I wanted way more. This guy was living in Alexandria for a little bit, posing as one of the survivors, I believe, and then he ended up being one of the Whisperers.
Yeah, because he was like posing as a doctor with Sadiq, and then that's how he killed Sadiq.
Yep, because he strangled him.
Yep.
And then Sadiq was going to kill his daughter. He was going to reach in the crib.
Sadiq had kids with Rosita.
Yes.
I have to remember. I'm mixing up Sasha, Rosita, and Tara. I don't know why my brain's doing that.
They all kind of came.
They came around the same time.
Well, Sasha was
and
in
died
prison
around the same time.
They all, minus Tara.
But
yeah.
Or Rosita's still alive.
Rosita's still alive.
Yeah. My next one is the music teacher. I can't remember his name. What's his name? I just remember he's quirky. Luke.
I think I have him. Yeah, I have him the same.
He's just quirky. He was quirky and fun, but then he got his head put on a pike.
No?
Was that not
He
him?
was supposed to be on the pike, but somebody else took his place.
Oh, okay.
He was on the pike in the comic books.
How long are we in?
An hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
Well, we had that one little hiccup in the beginning.
We did.
So.
Okay. But Luke, I really liked him. Like him?
Yeah, I have him in the same category.
Okay.
So, yep. I have one of the Kingdom people. I think was it older Henry?
Older Henry.
I don't know. He was in the Kingdom. He's the one that has like the longer hair. Or am I mistaken with somebody?
I don't know.
Let me see. No, this is a different person. Because the Henry I mentioned was the one... That was the Henry on the pike. So who am I thinking this person is? I don't know. He's in like a guard gear kind of thing.
I don't know.
We'll come back to him too.
We will. My next one's Bob.
Bob had some good lines.
Yeah. Okay.
I have Dwight.
Okay.
Actually, I have Dwight and Simon in the same category, which is kind of funny.
That is kind of funny. I have Dwight up a little higher.
I liked Dwight.
Just because I experienced him a little bit in Fear the Walking Dead.
I didn't really watch Fear. I couldn't get into Fear.
I've seen roughly quite a little bit of it.
Okay.
Here and there. Because my mom watches it all. Mm-hmm. Like, she's seen every last episode of anything ever that involves The Walking Dead.
Okay.
So... yeah.
Nice.
My next one is Mika.
You put Mika higher.
Uh-huh. I really had a soft spot for her.
I did too. She was such a sweetheart.
She was adorable.
Such a sweetheart.
And she knew what Lizzie was doing was wrong.
Yeah.
And
she tried to talk sense into her sister.
Yeah. And she was little.
She was little. Wasn't she like 10? Mika was... Hello? She was 10.
Okay.
When she died.
Yeah.
Yep. She was little. She was cute.
She's little. Yeah.
I have Jadis.
Okay.
I wished
So
for
you had
more.
her one higher
Yep.
than me. No, same one. We have her in the same one.
Oh, yeah, because we talked about, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. My next one's Beta.
Okay.
Because he's scary as hell.
He is scary.
And he always kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, he's
and
tall,
his voice
too.
is so deep, and he was so tall.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird coming from me, because I am tall. But seeing somebody taller than me is kind of still
Seeing someone
intimidating.
tall on the TV?
Yeah. Well, because I'm 6'1", and seeing somebody that's, like, probably, 6'4", 6'5",
Yeah.
it's kind of scary, especially looking like that. It's like, nope.
Okay.
I have Connie's sister.
Okay.
We talked about her a little
Kelly.
bit. Yeah.
We had her on the same.
Yep.
Okay. My next one's Sadiq.
Yep. We talked about Sadiq too. And we talked about Luke. And I have Gareth as my next one.
Okay.
That we haven't mentioned.
Nope.
Gareth was just kind of messed up.
A little bit.
In the head. Yeah. That's about all I got. I wish. I didn't really want more out of him.
No.
He was just kind of a gross human. But yeah.
Okay. My next one's Carol.
Okay.
She's had her ups and downs. I feel like most of the time I'd like to push her down, but I can deal with her. But she's had some real good moments.
Really good moments, yeah.
So she's my last one in B.
Right. I have Alden as my last one.
Alden. Okay.
That's the one that was with Enid.
Okay, yeah.
I wanted more out of him too, I feel.
Yeah.
They kind of did him dirty too.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, he was kind of a filler. But
I agree.
Originally, actually, Alden was supposed to end up with Maggie.
Really?
But Maggie ended up leaving the show, or Lauren Cohen.
What was she in?
She was in a show that I actually really liked, but ended up being canceled. I forgot what the show was called, though. But I ended up really liking the show. Because it was like my humor.
Yeah.
It was like a tough kind of humor, but it was kind of funny. But I liked the show. It was like a super secret type of show. It was like a super spy. But yeah. All right, who's your first and your A's?
I lost. Eugene.
I have Eugene in the same category.
He's funny, but he lie.
He lie.
That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he's a little sneak.
He's funny, but he lie.
I have Jesus.
Okay.
I liked him as a character a lot.
I did too.
He was a badass.
He was indeed.
Yep.
Okay. My next one's Dwight.
Okay, you have him a little higher, but
Yes.
you know more of Dwight.
I do know more of Dwight.
I have Abraham.
Okay. I have him in the same tier.
Abraham just has the lines.
He does. Oh, gosh.
The pouring the Bisquick line, it just gets me.
He's so funny.
It's so funny. And he meant it seriously, too.
He's great.
Oh, my God. And he went through a lot as a character.
He did. I would have liked to see more of him.
I agree.
I feel like he could have thrived doing something.
For sure.
Okay. My next one's T-Dog.
I have T-Dog in the same category.
Okay.
They did his death dirty.
They did, too.
But
it was unexpected, but he went out a hero.
That was what I was about to say, is he went out a hero. He saved Carol.
He did.
But we never saw him as a zombie.
No. He probably got eaten up.
That's true.
Like, a lot.
Yeah, big time beaten. I have Enid as my next one.
Okay. I have Enid in the same tier.
I have a soft spot for Enid.
I liked her a lot.
Her starring episode, actually, was the JSS episode. And that episode hits hard for me.
Yeah.
Because what it means is just survive somehow. I actually have it tattooed on me, on my ribs. That was my first tattoo I ever got.
Okay.
And I think this was about the time where my parents started to really hit their divorce and their fighting. And I started to hit, like, my first, like, side of depression. So just survive somehow is just a line that got me through what I was going through. And it still is to this day.
Yeah. I like that. My next one is Tyrese.
I have Tyrese in the same category.
He's a big softie.
Yeah. His death was rough, too.
Whew. Yeah, I just got the chills.
Yeah. They did him dirty, too.
They did a lot of these characters, but there's so many. And they introduced so many a season that they have to move quick with them. And I mean, in this world, hypothetically, if you think.
You would move fast.
You would be fast.
But going out to one of Noah's brothers.
Yeah.
Being bitten and hallucinating.
Mm-hmm.
It's just rough.
Yeah.
I have Merle as
I
one
have
of my...
Merle in the same one.
I thought I was going to get yelled at for that one.
No. I have Merle in the same one.
I liked his arc.
I liked his arc. He was a good character.
Really good character.
My next one is Ezekiel.
I have Ezekiel in the same.
I like him a lot.
Me too.
He cracks me up too.
Yeah.
You know who's not on this list?
Who?
Princess.
Oh, you're right. Maybe this was created before Princess was introduced.
Maybe. I like Princess. She probably would have been in my A tier as well.
I haven't experienced Princess.
Really? She's hilarious.
I'm excited. I wanted to watch everything through again before I watched the newer season because I wanted to refresh my brain and not have any biases.
I'm feeling like I need a refresher now that we're talking about this and not remembering names and shit.
There's just so many characters. Some of them are really good that we just don't remember.
Some of them are just, really good. They make, I can't think of the word.
Describe the word. I got you.
I can't describe the word.
You can describe the word.
They make the part of the show that they're on. You know what I mean?
I understand. Okay.
Okay. I don't know why I can't think of the word. Okay. Was it you or was it me?
Me now.
Okay.
I have Morgan.
Okay.
With how Morgan is, with how much he's been through, that's kind of why I have him so high. Mm-hmm. Like, he didn't shoot his wife.
No.
And that's who ended up killing his son.
Yeah.
And that's where he kind of went nuts.
Kind of. There's just things about him I don't... yes, he has his reasons too, but he's just one I can't handle well.
I liked him in the beginning, big time. That's why I think I have him so high. He hits a soft spot in my characters. But,
okay.
Yeah.
My next one's Abraham, which we touched on.
Yep. I have the governor.
Okay.
He is my favorite villain.
Okay.
He was the first real villain in this show, and that's why I think I like him a lot.
He definitely was the first real villain.
He was a bad person, but such a good character, such a good villain.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I have him so high.
Okay.
I love to hate him.
Okay, I get it. Where am I? My next one's Glenn.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I could probably move him up. I think I'm going to move him up.
I love Glenn.
Ignore me. So not Glenn.
Okay.
But
who's your next one then?
Maggie.
My face just dropped.
It did. She's a good character, but just she's not one of my favorites. You know what I mean? She's close up there, but she's, yeah.
Gotcha. My next one's Dale.
Okay.
Dale was the fatherly figure of...
I get it.
The farm. Yeah, it was the RV and then the farm. Mm-hmm. He was kind of the level head of everybody before Herschel.
Kind of.
Yeah, he had his moments like all of these characters do, but he was just kind of like the grandpa.
I agree.
Like Herschel, but I like Herschel a lot more.
Yeah, I definitely like Herschel a lot more. We're still on B, right?
We're on A.
Wait, I've messed up again.
What?
We're not clarifying what we're doing. So, to finish off my B, or are we? Yeah, Carol. Okay. Then I shrunk down my A's. Maybe I'm just tired. My next one's Judith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did I put Judith? Was Judith on this list?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have her in the same. I just couldn't find her.
Yeah. My A tier has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on it.
I have quite a few A's.
Okay. So my next one's Judith.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's cute. And she's the only character that was born on the show and
that we actually
the character
saw.
was born that we've seen grow up in this.
Because there's Gracie too, but we never.
Yeah.
Gracie was just kind of adopted by Aaron.
Yeah.
And now they're besties, which I love that they're besties. But I really like Judith. Mm-hmm. I really wish we would have saw more of a Judith and Carl relationship.
Yeah, with her older.
And I really wish we would have saw Carl, Judith, and RJ.
Mm-hmm. That would have been cute.
But
I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah. My next one is Rosita.
Okay.
I really liked her. She's kind of badass.
She is pretty badass.
But she's one of, like, the main people that everybody likes.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Okay. My next one's Noah.
You have him higher.
Yep. I like him a lot.
I like him as an actor,
and then
too.
It was sad. Yeah, he's a good actor. He was in some Disney stuff.
Yeah, that's where I knew him from originally, which I was like, hey, I know him. He's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And now he's in one of my favorite TV shows. Like, oh.
Is it Abbott Elementary? What TV show?
I don't remember. He was in some Disney stuff, though.
Yeah, but you said he was in one of your favorite TV shows.
As in, like, The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay. I was like, another one.
No.
Because I know he's in one called Abbott Elementary. That's kind of like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
Esque. Okay.
Gotcha. I have Tara. Tara kind of, I could move down.
Yeah, she's okay. I feel like she was just one of those characters that was always there.
Yeah.
With no real direction.
I think what's made me, like, put her so high was her humor.
Yeah.
I like the more funny characters, I think.
I can agree.
But, yeah.
My next one's Eden. Or
Enid.
Enid. My brain was like, Eden, Edith, Enid.
I like Enid.
I liked her, too. The actress who plays her was in a show with JC Calen.
Oh, really?
Tagged.
Wow.
Have you never seen Tagged? It's on Netflix. It's like an awesomeness TV show.
Okay.
Watch it.
I'll give it a look.
It's like 20-minute episodes, and JC's in it.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have Aaron.
Okay.
I like Aaron. He's really badass.
Him too.
I liked his arc, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, I liked his evolution. That's the way I want to look at it.
Okay. My next one's Connie.
I have Connie in the same.
I like the deaf character.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of cool because I have a little bit of background in sign language. Mm-hmm. So I can kind of see what is good and what is cool is that she's actually deaf.
Yes, I love the actress. Like I said, she plays a speedster, so a real fast person, kind of like the Flash in the Eternals. And she's deaf also in that.
That's cool.
And then I'll rant about her and this character and the other character for hours because she's in this little love thing with another character named Druig. And so
cool.
Cute.
I have Ezekiel.
Okay.
We touched on Ezekiel. He's cool. I like Shiva.
I like Shiva too.
I like the fact that Ezekiel and Shiva were kind of like, I didn't expect a tiger.
Yeah.
And I like him as a character himself, I feel.
Yeah.
He's just cool. His humor sometimes, too.
Mm-hmm.
He can be funny.
This is my last one.
Okay, I have a lot more.
This is Merle.
Okay.
I liked him.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves the spot he got on here, though.
I agree, because he's in my same... He wasn't all the way S, but he is... I loved his arc that he had.
I do as well.
All right, I'm going to speed a little bit.
I'll just let you spew them out.
I have Sasha.
Okay.
I really like Sasha. She had her moments too, but I feel I can understand why she did the cyanide thing, but overall, I feel like she was a really good character. I loved her and Tyrese's relationship too, as brother-sister.
Yeah.
I have Shane as my next one, actually.
Okay.
I liked Shane as a character.
Okay.
I liked how he was written.
Okay.
I love to hate him. Again, like I feel like with the governor. What he did with Rick was batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love to hate him. That's why I think he's so high. He was a good character that turned into a villain, and I think that's where I like him so much.
I agree.
I have Jerry.
Okay.
Jerry's just...
He's funny.
He's funny.
He's adorable.
That's all. He's funny. Well, I have more. I have Judith. We touched on Judith.
Yep.
T-Dog, Tyrese, Connie. I have Lydia there.
Okay.
Which we kind of touched on before.
Where'd she go?
You had her on your B's,
yes,
I thought.
Did. Yes, I did. Her picture's real dark on this one.
I agree. I liked how she noticed that her mom was doing wrong.
She knew, and she was like, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I like her so much, I feel. I have Magna and Yumiko next.
Okay.
And then Alpha, Beta, and Eugene.
Okay.
So let's get heated with some messes.
I forgot about Yumiko.
Yeah.
And Magma.
They're cool.
Yeah, I forgot about them.
They're cool characters.
Yeah. I'm going to put them in B.
I probably could have put them in B, but...
I'm going to put them in B.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what I was doing. I think I disassociated over here.
Uh-oh.
I talked about Abraham already.
Yeah.
I talked about Ezekiel. I talked about Tyrese, and I talked about T-Dog.
Mm-hmm.
I moved them to my S tier. I think I was hallucinating
over
no.
here. Because you were going to move...
I moved Abraham and Glenn up.
Okay.
I'm going to put Ezekiel back in A tier. I'm going to put Tyrese back in A tier. I'm going to put T-Dog back in A tier.
Okay.
My first one on this list, I put Glenn there, and I put Abraham there.
Okay.
My first one also there is Jerry.
I love Jerry.
I love Jerry so much.
He's such a jolly guy.
He is a jolly guy, and he is an S tier character.
He's good.
He's that comic relief, but he's a big beefy man.
Yeah.
And he can get his shit done.
Right.
If he needs to. So I love him.
He's a good guy. So should I start with my number one character of all time or move my way?
So I'm going to move my way up.
Okay. So I'll start with Carl.
Okay.
I really liked his... You saw him grow up, like Judith.
In the show.
Yeah. And I didn't agree with a lot of his decisions, but he was a kid.
Yeah.
He was a boy.
He was a boy. He was a boy.
That's the best way to put it. He was a boy.
He was a boy, in fact.
And the producers did him so dirty.
They did.
I just like Carl.
I do as well. My next one is Negan.
I have Negan in the same character.
He's
category.
him and another villain are my tied villains.
Gotcha.
So he's a good villain. And then he's kind of getting like a redemption in a way.
He is, and he's going to be a dad.
Yeah. So, yep.
Which I'm sure a lot of women are going to love seeing Daddy Negan. Because a
probably
lot of people love
Jeffrey
him.
Dean Morgan is one fine man.
He's something.
Okay.
I have Rick in my S. Just because... I know. I saw
That's rough.
I liked him.
Yeah.
Like as you said, you need a break from Rick.
It needed yes, he was the... What did I do?
It's still recording.
Yeah, okay.
I
just needed a break. He was getting old, and I was getting tired.
I liked Rick a lot. He had his moments, as all characters do. But since I feel like he was the first one we actually got to see,
okay, yeah,
I feel like that's where I have a soft spot.
Okay. My next one's Alpha. I touched on her.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's badass.
She is.
She's bad. She's bad, but I think the character kind of is badass.
Where Negan kills her.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, huh?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, yeah. Alpha's something. Alpha scared the shit out of me.
Alpha gave me nightmares.
Yeah, me too.
But I liked it.
She was a badass woman.
Nightmares, but in the good way.
Yeah.
My computer just died.
Oh, no.
Okay. We gotta hurry.
All right, I have Michonne.
Okay. I also have Michonne in the same place.
I love Michonne.
I do too. I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Just in case.
Okay.
Michonne, she was one that went through a lot too. Like, she lost her son.
She lost her son, yeah.
She lost her a boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But she tried to get Andrea out of the place, and she didn't listen.
Was like, I don't know about that, man.
Michonne was one that would make sure, or is one that would make sure that all of her people are taken care of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which is why I really respect her.
I agree.
And one, Katana, hello.
Katana-wielding badass.
Yeah, she's dope.
She is really good. I enjoy her.
Me too.
My next one's Sheba. I love Sheba. Sheba died.
When Sheba died, I was so mad.
I was pissed. I was like, how are you going to kill Sheba?
Yeah.
What?
Me too. Me too. All right, my next one's Negan.
Okay.
So we touched on Negan.
We did.
And then
my next one's Herschel.
I have Herschel too.
Okay.
I love Herschel.
I love Herschel a lot, and it's really sad.
I hate how he went.
I do too.
part of me wishes it was somebody else, but who else would they put?
I literally don't know because, I mean, they wanted it to make an impact.
Yeah, but they didn't want to kill the show.
Yeah.
If they wanted to do an actual impact...
I feel like at that... Was Michonne living in the prison with them? I feel like at that point, they could have done Michonne and it means something, but, like, not what it would mean right now if Michonne died.
If Michonne died now, the show would die off.
Yeah, because it's literally Daryl, Michonne, Carol, and Maggie carrying the show right now. So...
If they wanted to make an actual impact then, but kill the show, they would have done Daryl.
If they killed Daryl at any point in time, it
would have been gone.
Would have gone. It would have been gone. Like, period.
Yep. Me?
Yes.
Who did I say? I said Negan as my last one, right? I have Glenn.
Okay.
I love Glenn.
Okay. He is. He was a good character.
They did him dirty. I'm still pissed. Really I'm still.
I still find it hard to watch sometimes.
Yeah. I wanted to see him as a dad.
I
really did.
I agree.
Like I said, I loved him and Maggie's relationship, and they were about to go to the next level of their relationship.
They were.
And I wish that I would have seen him and Herschel grow up.
I agree. My next one is Carl. So we touched on him.
Yeah.
We saw him grow up. Everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just a boy.
He was just a boy.
That you saw grow up.
And it was kind of cool.
It was cool to see him grow up. I have Carol.
Okay.
Carol went through so many ups and downs, but she went through so much as a character.
She has. And that's what makes her so up and down.
Yeah.
Like, she's either, I'm going to kill everybody that I need to kill, or she's like, I'm nervous. I can't, Yeah.
She killed... Well, she lost her daughter for one.
Yeah.
Well, one, before the apocalypse even happened, she was abused by her husband. She had Sophia die. And then she took on Mika and Lizzie.
Then they died. And then she took on Henry.
And then he died. But when she did leave, she came back and saved her group. So she knew what was home.
She did.
Yeah.
Okay. My next one's Dog.
Dog. I love Dog.
I do too. And he's just a dog.
Just a dog.
He's Daryl's dog, so
yeah.
That's about that.
Yeah, I love Dog.
I'm on to my top 3 now. So I'll let you.
I have 2 more.
Okay.
I have Herschel, which we've already touched on. Yep. I loved him as the father figure.
I did as well.
I'm still mad that he was killed in the way he did, but there was nobody else that could have done it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have Shiva.
Okay. Top 3.
All right, go for it. For your number 3.
Beth is my number 3.
Where is Beth on my list? Oh, I put her in B.
I love Beth. I don't know why I love her so much, but I do.
Her arc was
phenomenal. And then the shock of her death.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say on it.
Yeah, I wish I probably would have put her in A. But, yeah.
She's awesome.
I loved her. I have Dog as my next one. I love Dog.
I love Dog, too.
I love Dog and Daryl's relationship.
I do, too.
It's just so... I love it.
I do, too.
Daryl needed a dog.
Daryl did need a dog. Daryl needs anything ever
yes.
wholesome. That's wholesome. Just, he's the best.
Yes.
Okay. Me next. Jesus.
I love Jesus, too.
Jesus is my number 2 for, tops.
He's such a badass.
He was great. And we got so little time with him. But I loved every minute.
He was introduced in, season 5?
Was it?
Or, right after the Terminus thing.
Was it after Terminus?
He was introduced in Hilltop, wasn't he?
I think so.
Or around that. So that would have been season 5.
Okay, then yeah.
Season 6.
Yeah, I feel like he was right around when Negan stuff started happening.
Yeah, because they did
was after Terminus, but...
Wasn't it Rick and Daryl that went on the hunt to try to catch Jesus?
And then they were in the car, and then they drive around.
That episode was hysterical.
That episode was great.
But yeah, I liked him a lot. Okay. I have Daryl as my number 2.
That's your number 2? Okay. I love Daryl.
I love Daryl. We've touched on Daryl so much.
Because he's the best. He's literally the best freaking character there is.
Crossbow, hello.
Guns, Norman Reedus, hello. Motorcycle, hello.
He's just a badass.
He is. And a softie.
He's big time softie. Badass and softie is the best combo for a character. Yeah.
Me next.
Yeah, is this
My
your number one?
is Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enough said. Love him. Basic,
yes.
but love him.
Yeah, he's such a good character.
He's really good.
I'm excited for a spinoff because he's one of the confirmed ones to get the spinoff.
Yes, I'm excited as well.
Which is what's kind of scaring me a little bit is because Carol was supposed to
be in the spinoff with him.
Is
but
she
then
going to be one of the final deaths of the series?
Oh, don't even.
That's
oh my gosh.
Because she is the one that backed out.
Yeah.
So would you think that they would kill her off?
I don't know. But now I'm nervous because I don't even think I thought of that.
Because I was looking on Twitter and I'm like, holy shit, these people are right.
I didn't even think of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm nervous as hell.
Yeah.
I wonder if my mom's watched it yet, the new season yet.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. We haven't talked about it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
My number one is Maggie.
Okay.
Maggie is my favorite character of all time in the show. I loved her evolution. Like, she went from farmer's daughter to like, mom.
To, like, literally leader of a civilization.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, mom of everybody.
Yeah.
Like, she went from not wanting to touch a single thing
to
being
it up.
Yeah. Like, she went through so much. She lost her dad. She lost her sister. She lost her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had to have her baby alone.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, this woman went through so much. Her humor and how she does things. Yeah. Like, the hat scene took me out. It was good. That's what made me love her originally. Oh, and my God. I just loved her from then.
This is so random, but the first scene where we see Herschel up in the tree, that was so cute.
Yes.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah, that's just Maggie. Maggie in general. And another thing is Maggie was the name of my childhood dog.
Okay.
So
cute.
I just love Maggie.
Okay. Wow.
Long one for you guys.
Really long.
But
well, we won't keep you guys any longer.
No.
Since we rambled for almost 2 hours.
And I feel like we still could have honestly talked more.
Because it's freaking 11 seasons of a show.
Mm-hmm. I feel like once the show is over, maybe we should finalize our lists.
I think that would be a good idea.
Because the last episode of the series is something heavy, like a name that's heavy.
Have you looked at the name of the... let's not get into it because we're going to keep going for another hour.
But the last episode's name is like somebody is going to die.
I just don't know. I'm so nervous for this next... I don't do good with final episodes of shows.
Yeah, it's like series.
I've never seen the last episode of Glee.
Really?
I've never seen the last episode of like a bunch of shows that I've watched just because I literally can't bring myself to it.
Because the final episode of Criminal Minds took me out.
I don't even think I watched that.
I was so sad. But now they're making the reboot.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to watch that, so I have to get on my Criminal Minds game.
Yeah.
Which we're thinking about making a tier list for that, too.
That's going to be a long one, too.
Oh, my God. He looks like a pipe cleaner with eyes. Let me find this one last episode of The Walking Dead episode and what it's called.
And then we'll be done.
Because it's something kind of really intense. Episode list. Name. They released it. And it's going to drive me insane if I don't find it.
These Reese's are shaped like bats.
I know, I did it on purpose.
I like it.
Oh my God, it's bats. Like
our blanket.
Our blankets.
I can't wait to take these pictures for y'all. Because we got some cute little Halloween-y stuff.
Weenie. That word's... I don't like that word.
Sorry.
That's a funny word, though. Episodes. Why is it spelled weird?
I'll probably cut her Googling a little bit.
Yeah. Because I gotta find it. Would it be on the wiki?
Mm-hmm.
I closed out the wiki. Hello, stop being a dipshit. That should be in the... The last episode is called Rest in Peace.
Right. Okay. Right.
I knew it was going to be something dark, and that's what it ends off. That's what the episode is called, is Rest in Peace. So somebody is going to die.
That's going to... Right. Okay.
And it's not going to be Daryl, because Daryl already has a spinoff. I don't think it's going to be Negan.
No.
And Rick and Michonne, or somebody already has another spinoff. I think it's Michonne. They have
a few. I think it might be Michonne.
Maggie doesn't have one.
Oh, boy.
Ezekiel doesn't have one. Carol doesn't have one now.
Because Carol, well, I think Carol has kids in real life. And she was like, I can't do this anymore. I have to be there for my kids.
But if Maggie dies, I will fucking riot.
Okay.
She is my comfort character.
Hopefully not.
Daryl won't die, so we know we're safe with that.
I know. If Daryl dies, then I really won't watch the show. Like, really won't. But
that's all we have for you guys.
This was the worst. This was the worst one. No.
The longest one.
The longest one. But we always top ourselves with these tier episodes, but we're gonna leave you guys alone for today, I suppose. But we hope you guys like this. Let us know your thoughts.
And let us know what other tiers you want us to do.
Yes.
We could even do YouTubers, honestly.
2014 YouTube.
Oh my God.
That will be
that'd be fun.
A time.
Oh my God. Now I'm excited.
Yeah. Anywho, we shall see you
in the next one.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.